Hello everyone, my name is Taylor Green. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. So you can see in this video here we've got this deep plug of wax in this patient's ear canal. Now at first glance it looks quite soft, but we've got the standard size on the tube here. We're just going to gently probe up against the front of this. Gently touch onto the edge. Now straight away you can see that this whole plug is one big piece and it's very dry. But it is moving slightly. So there we go. You can just see me very gently trying to basically peel this away from the ear canal. So just gently giving it little wiggles. Here we go. So you can see there's a very smooth section underneath, and this is basically where it's been very comfortably resting on the ear canal. So it's putting up a little bit of a fight, to be honest. We struggled a little bit with this one. So you can see the suction is not really it's not doing much at the moment. I think I swap over to a fine end here to see if I can get a slightly better grip on this smaller little section at the front. So this wax has been pushed into the ear. So the patient has confessed to using cotton buds at some point down the line. You can just about see, just underneath that wax on the side there, you can see there's like a little red sort of abrasion where this wax has been sort of forced into place. So we've swapped the tool now to a rosin inserter. Rosin inserter is perfect for this type of wax. We're gently going to try and lift. So we can see we've just kind of turned it slightly. Now we're just going to see if we can embed the front of this rosin inserter. Oh, just come away slightly. Here we go. So we've got a good grip there now. So you can just see in the side there very slowly. There we go. The plug is starting to move out nicely here. So we're going to go deeper in now that we've moved that around. Get inside the wax. Pull again. There we go. You can see this is coming out nicely. There we go. So quite a big old plug, this one. You can see a lot of the lighter material underneath. This is all dead skin. So this has been in there a long old time. We actually dropped the piece of wax onto the patient's lap there, but it's not the first time it's happened. So you can see now just behind there's another section which is deeper, sort of down in what we call the anterior recess, which is just basically a widening of the ear canal just in front of the eardrum. So again, I got the fine end still on here, I believe. So again, we're just lifting slightly. And you can see this all starting to slide out of that deeper section there. There we go. So as soon as this second plug was removed, the patient was actually hearing so much better. But I think there is actually a little bit left, if I can remember. Yeah, so we just got a little bit left that's just on the front of the eardrum. So we're sticking with the fine end. We're going to move very slowly in here, trying clean up these last little bits here. Now these deeper sections tend to be a lot softer most of the time because of the humidity and the oil that may have gotten behind the plug of wax, and you can see straight away completely different consistency, very, very soft. And there we go. We're going to leave that a little bit at the top there because that's actually resting right on top of the bone in the ear, which can get very uncomfortable. So we're going to leave that a little bit there. So you can see we've got just under an inch removed from this ear canal. You see that darker section, a little bit of wax. The lighter material then is all dead skin. So we've got the second patient, very similar story. A lot of dead skin. You can see that kind of grey material a little bit deeper in there. Standard size on the tube for this one. So again, very similar story. We're going to touch up against the front edge of this plug. Straight away you can see this whole plug is starting to move out very nicely. Slight little wiggle to try and maneuver it around the bends in the ear canal. There we go. You can see all that kind of lighter material, that dead skin again. So this is actually a really, really nice, easy one. We've already cleared the blockage. Again, patient hearing so much better. So this was the plug before, and this is what we removed afterwards, and this is the after shot. So just under half an inch there, 1 centimeter. This is a interesting one. So you can see straight away, you can see a big dent in the front section of this wax. So again, as we see quite often, cotton buds have been in use in this case. So a lot drier as well. What we tend to find with these plugs that have been pushed right in, the cotton buds tend to push up against the front of the wax, which actually compacts it, and it dries out and it can become quite difficult to remove actually. So we're actually starting on the opposite side in this case, so we're not going from the bottom. I can see that there was a little lip at the top, so I'm just basically trying to pull this down from the roof of the ear canal. You can already see this is actually starting to move outwards. It's quite an interesting case in it, this one, so you'll see why in a second. Here we go, just kind of fighting, holding on. So we're peeling around the sides just to try and loosen these outer sections, to try and loosen up this plug. Here we go, so we're just trying to grab this top section to bring it sort of down, and here we go. So you can see this is now coming away nicely. You usually tend to see little fibres of cotton wool mixed in amongst the wax if cotton buds or Q-tips have been in use. So this is the part now that we've loosened that top section. We're now going at the bottom to try and basically do what we did at the top. So already you can see that gap has appeared. So we're just lifting from the bottom, and there we go. The plug has come loose. Again, it's been in a long old time, this. Quite dry in that core. Now you can see here all these kind of growths in the ear canal. This is what we call exostoses, or surfer's ear. So this tends to happen with a lot with cold water swimming or activities. This particular patient in the past has done a lot of diving and surfing. So very same patient, opposite ear, very similar story in this side. So you can see the front section was a little bit softer on this side. So we're doing, again, just touching onto the wax, just very gentle wiggles to try and loosen this plug. And this one came out a lot easier. So you can see very similar, dry core. There we go, the whole plug is coming out in one go there. And there we go. Exactly the same story on this side. So this, it is actually nothing to worry about. The only time this becomes an issue is if these growths actually fully occlude our vision of the eardrum. So these, in the worst cases, can get operated on, but in this case it's absolutely fine. So we've removed just about an inch there, those two plugs. So that is it from me, guys, in this video. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave some comments down in the section below, and we shall try and answer as many as we can for you. And I shall see you in the next video. Thank you.